taking a look at conditions across the country, we can find some sunnier and warmer weather. It's mostly in the prairies.
Yeah, you're telling me the hot spot earlier.
Yeah, Drumheller in Alberta. 26.5 degrees so far has been the hottest spot in the country today. Of course, there are parts of Alberta with a wildfire situation right now. I'm sure they would appreciate if things kind of clouded over, cooled off, and there was some wet weather. There is some rain right now in Prince George in the north of BC. It's sitting at 10 degrees right now. Lots of sunshine, Saskatoon and Regina, as well as Winnipeg, which is at 18. Moving off towards the east, we've got some low 20s around southern Ontario, but cooler for Ottawa, sitting at 13 degrees, 19 at Montreal. It's rain and 16 degrees right now at Quebec City, 17 at Fredericton, cloudy, fog being reported at Halifax International Airport, 13 degrees, 16 at Charlottetown, raining like it is at Summerside. St. John's right now, increasing cloudiness, and 14. Now, there is still some rain, obviously, making its way through the Maritimes. There's a band of rain, in fact, coming across western Nova Scotia and up into Prince Edward Island. This is slowly going to be moving to the east as we go through the night and into the start of the day for tomorrow. It'll be Cape Breton that's last into this rain. That'll be arriving in the very early morning hours of Thursday, and Cape Breton, it will take Thursday morning to get clear of that wet weather. There'll be lots of patchy fog and drizzle around the Maritimes for tonight. There's a low chance that later tonight a couple of showers can move into the north and west of New Brunswick. Very low chance of some small thunderstorms with those. For Thursday afternoon, fog will have dissipated or retreated to parts of the coast. Maybe some sunny breaks, and wind direction begins to change a little bit as well. We'll talk about that in a moment. Now, with that remaining band of rain that's coming across the Maritimes, additional rainfall amounts with it look like it will be mostly in the range of around 5 to 15 millimeters. I mentioned the winds will be changing for tomorrow, becoming northwest in New Brunswick throughout the day, and a westerly wind for both Prince Edward Island and Nova Scotia. Breezy, sustained winds 10 to 20 kilometers per hour with a few gusts between 20 and 40. So the wind direction is different tomorrow, but the wind strength is about the same. Low temperatures in the forecast for tonight for many parts of the Maritimes. High single digits and low teens. A little bit cooler in the northwest of New Brunswick, getting onto the slightly cooler side of this weather front first. And then highs in the northwest of New Brunswick tomorrow between 8 and 10 degrees. In the northeast, mostly between 12 and 16. Fredericton tomorrow near 17, 16 at around McAdam and St. Stephen, 15 at Campobello, 14 at St. John, and 19 degrees for Moncton in the southeast. In Prince Edward Island for tomorrow, 18 at around Tignish and 17 at Summerside. 18 for Cavendish and Charlottetown and Montague, and then 14 degrees at Surrey. So a few coastal areas of PEI for tomorrow, just a little bit cooler with temperatures near 14. Cape Breton, most of the highs 14 to 18 degrees, but the interior, locations like Bedeck, for example, could be as warm as 20. 19 to 21 on the north shore of Nova Scotia, 10 to 14 degrees on the eastern shore. Cumberland, Colchester counties, high temperatures mostly between around 15 and 20 degrees, so it could be 14 on parts of the coastline in and around the Minas Basin. 16 city centers, Halifax and Dartmouth, 14 for Chester and Lunenburg, but close to 20 for Bridgewater, 16 for Shelburne and the Annapolis Valley tomorrow with high temperatures near 17. In the 7-day outlook for New Brunswick, cloudy periods for Friday. Rain still in the forecast for the start of the weekend on Saturday. A chance of showers on Sunday, and then after that, looking pretty fair weather Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. For Nova Scotia as well, it's going to be a rainy start to the upcoming weekend. Periods of rain in the forecast for Saturday. About a 30% chance of a shower on Sunday, so low chance of a shower at the end of the weekend. And then a mix of sun and cloud Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. Looks like it's going to start to get warmer by midweek of next week. For Prince Edward Island, cloudier and cooler in northeast wind on Friday. Rain in the forecast for Saturday. Chance of showers on Sunday. And then we're over to a mix of sun and cloud for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, Todd.